Good afternoon, my dear students. How are you all doing? How is everything?
Good afternoon, Doctor. Fine.
Good afternoon, dear. How are you all doing?
Good afternoon,
Good
Doctor.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you all doing? How is everything?
Alhamdulillah, everything good.
Okay. Let us start. We don't have any minute to lose. I just want to tell you something. We are still not yet what we call we didn't finalize the sort of assessment for you because again we are online and there are classes that are face-to-face, so maybe we will have some changes to the assessment policy, but I will inform you. Anyways, there are participation marks. Most of you are participating, speaking up, opening their microphones. I want the others also to participate. Chatting while I am teaching, I can't see the screen for chatting, especially when I share my screen and I have it as full. So I prefer that you start participating using your microphone so that I can take your names and put them down for your participation marks. And this will happen throughout the semester. The attendance, I take it from the report that Teams issues at the end of the class. But for the participation, I need more of you to participate, and I will ask for the names so that I can put down notes that this student participated on this day and so on, so that in the end I have participation marks for you. Probably they are out of 5 marks, so it is worth it. It is worth it. Let us start. I'll share my screen. Okay. Here is, okay. Today is week 3. We are still with theme 1. Theme 1 is taking a little bit of a long time because it's the first theme and because of the so many details that are there, even the other units, but because of the writing part. Today I will be doing with you again our usual warm-up, bell ringer. What is a sentence, if you remember the different parts of the sentence, and then I will go directly to the writing skills. What is a paragraph? And most importantly, we will be talking today about the essay. Because you are expected to write in the final exam an essay, and maybe in the TMA as well an essay, and maybe in 2 TMAs. We're still not finalized, we haven't still finalized the assessment plan. So writing is of a major importance in this course, and it will also help you in EL 112. So you need to keep all the notes of 111 for 112 as well. And those who are studying English as their major, keep 111 and 112 for good with you, because this is your specialization. Definitely you will benefit from it. And if we have time at the end, I will finish with the grammar that we stopped at last time. Okay, do you have any questions before I start?
No, ma'am.
It's just that I want to see. Okay, where is it? Okay. Do you have any questions before I start?
No, Doctor.
No, Doctor, everything good.
Okay, thank you so much. So let us start. If you remember, last time we started the story from the very, very beginning, when we said that the first writing that we have to consider is the letter. And those who are studying English as their major, and if you are taking 120, if you are taking the 120 course, you will find out that you will start with the sound and then the letter, then the word, the sentence, the paragraph, the essay. Our main target, our main final objective is that our students of 111 write essays, at least a 3-paragraph essay. So words go together to make sentences. Sentences go together to make a paragraph. Finally, a paragraph or paragraphs go together, or they are combined together to form an essay. As I told you, you will be studying sentences and sentences in paragraphs and paragraphs in essays. So our target is writing an essay. Again, what is a sentence? It is a group of words that expresses a complete thought or idea. This group of words should express a complete idea, a meaningful one. It should convey a meaning. If it doesn't convey a meaning, so this is not considered a sentence. For example, Joe likes basketball. I can't just say Joe likes, full stop. Likes what? Where is the remaining of the sentence? It's incomplete in meaning. Or the weather is cold today. Okay, this is a full sentence. I can't say just the weather cold, without adding the verb, which is an essential part of the sentence in English. In Arabic, I told you the story is very different. We can have this, the noun sentence, or what we call الجملة الاسمية. We don't need to have a verb in it. Or we have also the verb sentences or the verb phrases اللي هي الجملة الفعلية. We can have الجملة الاسمية فيها مبتدأ وخبر. But in English, this is not the case. This is not the case. The verb is very important. We have noun phrases in English, but they are just phrases, not complete sentences. In Arabic, they can be complete sentences. But in English, they are not complete without a verb. So this means that the structure of the English sentence follows a very strict rule, where I have a subject, a verb, in addition to an object or a complement or other information that completes the meaning of the sentence. The subject and the verb are the two essential parts of a sentence. Sometimes my verb requires something to complete its meaning, like an object, مفعول به, or a complement of the sentences. Sometimes I can just have a sentence with a subject and the verb, like, for example, the sun shines, full stop. The sun shines, or the sun is shining, full stop. Shining is a verb, by the way, present continuous, full stop. Okay? But I play, I have to say, what do I play? I play basketball. Here I need an object. The subject is of two kinds. The agent or the doer, الفاعل الحقيقي للفعل اللي قام بعمل الفعل. Like, for example, Mrs. Shahenda explained the lesson. So Mrs. Shahenda did an action. Mrs. Shahenda is a real doer. She is the action doer. Okay? Explained is the verb and the lesson is the object. Sometimes we can have surface subjects. They come in the subject position, but they are not subject in the sense of doing something, an action. Like, for example, when I say, this is an English class. This, لو عملت إعراب, if I describe the function of this, the function of this is the subject, فاعل, but not doing anything. It is just a surface subject. Then when we move to the verbs again, we look at the tense and the form, whether past, present, future, the time where the action took place or is taking place or will take place. The form, شكل الفعل. What is the form of the verb? Is it in the base form, infinitive, just like base one? No changes to the verb. Is it the simple form? Is it the continuous, the ing form? Or is it the perfect form. It depends on the time and the form that I want to use. And for each of these forms, we have functions. So if you remember last time, I told you when do we use the present simple tense. So there is a function for the present simple. There is a function for the present continuous. There are rules. When do we use these verbs or tenses together with the forms? Then we have the object, which is the affected participant that was affected by the subject doing the verb or doing the action. Or sometimes this is an English class. An English class, this is a complement of the sentence. It completes the meaning of the sentence. It is just other information. It is not a maf'ul bihi in the sense of being an affected participant. Clear, my dear students? Is this clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Yes, clear.
Okay.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. This brings us, now we know how to write sentences. We are familiar with some of the grammar points, not all of them. We discussed the present simple last time, and I'm sure you have taken this in 099 or at school. Okay, now it is time for our big project or our big target, which is essay writing, how to write an essay. But again, we need to know what is an essay. An essay is a piece of writing that consists of a number of paragraphs. These paragraphs are the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Any essay has a beginning, a middle, and an end. The beginning is where you introduce your topic. The body, it's the juicy part, or what we call here the main points that you're going to include. And then you need to end your writing. You're not just going to leave your reader like this without ending or summarizing your writing. And here comes a conclusion. But to be able to write an introductory paragraph or a body paragraph or a concluding paragraph, I need to know what is a paragraph. We already spoke about that paragraphs consist of sentences. Now we know what is the sentence. But what is a paragraph? What are the main points in a paragraph? A paragraph is a group of sentences that develops one main idea. So a paragraph speaks about one main idea, فكرة واحدة, فكرة رئيسية وحيدة. If it is the introductory paragraph, so this means that I will be introducing my topic. Again, if it is the concluding paragraph, this means that the main idea will be to summarize and to conclude and to end my essay. In a well-written paragraph, all the sentences are about this one main idea. I have to be very organized. Put in front of me, what is the main idea of my paragraph? And especially if I am just writing a paragraph, a single paragraph, like what you did in 099 or at school before. You will just write a single paragraph about your favorite hobby, for example. So this means that all the sentences in the paragraph should be talking about your favorite hobby and describing your favorite hobby, not anything else. This is what we mean by all sentences should be about the main idea. In a paragraph, the first line is indented. Let me check if I can write here. This is a signature. I just want to write. Indented means, let me show you. Okay, I can here share what? I need a blank page. From where can I get it, this blank page? I know that I can get it from okay, I can do this. Okay, if you look at this, if this is your okay, if this is your paper, okay, here you will write your title. For example, my favorite hobby. And do you see how I write the title? All the first letters are capitalized. Okay, then I will leave a space at the beginning and I will start from a little bit inside. How you do it? By the tab. So you do like this. My favorite hobby is reading books. Like to read in my free time. Reading for me is a joy, is fun. Okay, and you continue like this. See what I mean by indentation? This is your paragraph, like this. What I mean by indentation is that you leave a space here, this one, at the beginning. Okay, guys? Clear this one?
Yes, clear.
Okay, I'm just saying basic, very basic things. Very basic things, but they are really very important. The format is really very important. Okay, then what is a perfect paragraph? What are the different parts of a paragraph? We usually explain to our students that a paragraph is just like a burger sandwich that you go and buy from McDonald's or Jasmy's, where you have a top bun, the part of the bread, this top bun, and you have here the bottom bun, the other part of the sandwich, and you have inside the juicy part, the meat, the additives, like for example, the sauces, the salad, the pickles, the tomato, whatever. Okay? A perfect sandwich that you will go and eat. What does this have to do with a paragraph? The main idea of a paragraph is usually introduced in the first sentence of your paragraph. Just like here, the topic is my favorite hobby. So when I say my favorite hobby is reading books, this is the main idea of my paragraph. This is what we call the topic sentence. So all the paragraph will be talking about my favorite hobby, which is reading, and how reading is my favorite hobby. This will be the top bun, the top part of the bread. A good topic sentence is not too general or too narrow. Then you need to explain the topic sentence. You need to give details on the main idea. You can't just tell me that my favorite hobby is reading and leave me. You have to tell me why, what are your reasons, when do you read, what are the kind of books or magazines that you read. Do you read online or do you read hard copy books? What kind of books or what kind of genres, نوع القراءة, you like to read romantic books, historical ones, political, scientific, technological? What do you exactly like to read? And so on. So you need to explain this. Where are you going to explain all of these? In the sentences that follow the topic sentence. And these are called supporting sentences. Why do we call them supporting sentences? Because they support, they explain, they give more information about the topic sentence. And they are the body part of your paragraph. جسم الموضوع, لب الموضوع, the juicy part of your sandwich. You can't just have a top bun and a bottom bun without the burger itself. This won't be a sandwich. You'll just be eating bread. So you need the supporting details to support your topic sentence, to give information about your topic sentence. And the supporting details are the meat, and you can add on this meat extra cheese, sauces like mustard, ketchup, you can add pickles, you can add tomatoes, you can add lettuce, you can make it double meat, whatever. So this means that the part here, this part, my supporting details can be long, can extend, can be more than one sentence. Definitely, definitely, right? What do you think?
Yes, right.
Yes.
Okay, so I have one topic sentence. I can't have two topic sentences. Just remember this, I can't have two pieces of bread on top of each other. So one topic sentence, but I can have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 supporting sentences. It depends on my topic, my title, what I'm going to write about. Okay? And all of these sentences support, explain my main idea. Then we have at the end, the bottom bun, which is the concluding sentence. As you start your paragraph with an introduction, like you knock on the door, you ask for the permission of the reader, where you put your main point, your main idea, then you explain, 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 then you need to say bye-bye. I am done, I am leaving. I want to close the door behind me. What are you going to do? You need to end with a concluding sentence. This concluding sentence is only one sentence. Why? Because it is, again, the bottom bun, the bread, the bottom bun. I only have one bottom bun, not two. What do you do in the concluding sentence? You just summarize your topic sentence or your main points. You restate your topic sentence. Can you see why I'm typing, what I'm typing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you can restate your topic sentence, of course, in other words. You're not going to say the same words. So, for example, I said reading is my favorite hobby, or my favorite hobby is reading. You can end your paragraph, these are the reasons why I consider reading as my best activity for leisure, for spending my leisure time, free time. So this will be my concluding sentence. I again stated the same idea, but in different words. To tell my reader that I am done. Bye-bye. خلاص, I'm leaving. And you can also use those, linking words that give taste to your sandwich. For example, to sum up. And this will be your final concluding sentence. Okay? Okay, my dear students?
Yes, okay.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Are you sure? Please, if you have any questions, I'd like to hear from you.
Easy, doctor.
It's clear.
Okay. Now what we are going to do, we have been talking about the paragraph. But in an essay, we said that we are going to write more than one paragraph. We are going to write at least 3 paragraphs, since we have a paragraph for introduction, then a paragraph for the body, then a paragraph for the conclusion. So this means that we are going to expand the paragraph. Instead of putting all the details in one slot, one block, we are going to expand the paragraph. Expand the paragraph, this means that we need to write more. So my introductory paragraph won't be only one sentence, which is the topic sentence, but it will contain at least 3 to 4 sentences. Then I have the juicy part, the meat part of the sandwich. It could be 1 paragraph, or it could be 2 paragraphs. No problem. I can divide my ideas, my supporting ideas, into 2 paragraphs. This depends on the title or the topic that I'm writing about. And then I end with my concluding paragraph, my conclusion, saying bye-bye to the reader. Again, I will expand this one sentence of the conclusion in the paragraph to make it a paragraph of 3 to 4 sentences, where I summarize the main points again. Let us take them one by one. The same burger sandwich can apply here. So instead of the introductory paragraph, I will have here what we call the top bun. Here, top bun of the bread. And then here I will have in the supporting paragraphs, I will have the body part, which is the burger itself, the meat itself. And then I will have in the conclusion, I will have my bottom bun, and this will do. So 3 sections, 3 sections. These are the parts of an essay. Each one consists of a paragraph. I can have only 1 introduction. As I had only 1 topic sentence, I will have only 1 paragraph of introduction. I can't have 2 paragraphs. And also the same apply to 1 paragraph for conclusion, as I had only 1 concluding sentence in the paragraph. So this 1 concluding sentence will turn to 1 concluding paragraph with 3 sentences. What about the body? Here I can play. Here I can have it plain, سادة, the meat. I don't like extra cheese or sauces or ketchup or mayo or mustard or salad. I will just have the meat. So I can only have 1 paragraph. Or I would like to add, for example, cheese. So 1 layer of cheese. So I will have 2 body paragraphs. Or I want a double burger. So maybe I will need 2 meat slices. So I will have 3 body paragraphs. So here in this part, the body part, we have the luxury we have the freedom to write more than one paragraph in the body part. But in the introduction, no. In the conclusion part, no. Only one paragraph and one paragraph. I want you to differentiate between a paragraph and a sentence. I don't want you to come and say, Ms. Shahenda, you told us one sentence. No, now we are writing essays. So my introduction will be one paragraph. And we said, what is a paragraph? It is a group of sentences. And I'm telling you, to have a well-written paragraph, you need at least 3 sentences. And you can divide your paragraph, the introductory paragraph, into a hook. Hook is something to catch the attention of your reader. Come and read my essay. You will enjoy it. Then you have a bridge, which what we call background information, something that bridges or links the hook, the attractive intro with your thesis. What is this thesis, Ms. Shahenda? I will tell you what is a thesis in a minute. What is the body? Again, the juicy part, the main points that you want to talk about, the explanation, the information, everything. Then you can summarize by, in your conclusion, you summarize, you restate the thesis statement again, and you can give your own final comment. You can give your own comment on the topic if you want. Let us take them one by one. How to write an essay? We said an essay contains an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. First of all, the introduction. An essay should start with an introductory paragraph. An introductory paragraph equals 3 sentences, not lines. And I want you to be very careful with this. The difference between a sentence and a line. Okay? Type. This is a sentence. How do you know, Ms. Shahenda? I have here a subject, I have a verb. Sorry, this is a sentence. I have a subject, there is a verb, there is also an object, and most importantly, there is a full stop. So this is one sentence. This is sentence number 2. This is sentence number 3. And then you're going to write 4, 5. How you know? You count the number of full stops. Okay? Don't come and tell me, Miss Shahenda, is this a paragraph, my dear students? I'm asking you, is this a paragraph? Look at the slide. Is this a paragraph?
No.
No.
It is only one sentence because it has only one full stop, one period. Although, how many lines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lines. And if I expand, maybe they are going to be 3 lines only. It depends on the font, my handwriting, and so on. So this is not a paragraph. If you write something like this and you tell me this is a paragraph, no, I will just, this is considered one sentence. Okay, now you know the difference between a paragraph and a sentence. Sorry, a sentence and, a sentence and a paragraph. Guys, clear?
Yes, clear.
Yes.
Okay. What is a thesis statement then? If you remember when I explained the paragraph a while ago, I told you that the paragraph, the first sentence in a paragraph consists of what we call the topic sentence. What is the topic sentence? It is the sentence that holds or that includes the main idea of the paragraph. The same thing, we need a main idea for our essay. we need a main idea for the essay. الفكرة الرئيسية. What my essay will be about. Here we call it, in the essay format, we call it the thesis statement. It is your road map for your essay. خارطة الطريق for your essay. It is the key to your essay. The whole essay will depend on your thesis statement. The whole essay will explain and give information on your thesis statement. So the trick is that you need to write good thesis statements, to practice how to write good thesis statements so that you can write a good essay. Because if this is the key, المفتاح, خارطة الطريق, the road map, if you get it right, what will depend on it will be right. But if you get it wrong, then all your essay will be wrong. How can we write a good thesis statement? I will show you. Usually you write it from your title, from the topic itself. And I will show you when we come to this point. So my thesis statement states the main idea of the essay. Is it in the first sentence? Is it the first sentence of the introduction? No. The thesis statement comes at the end of the introduction. It is the last sentence of the introduction. As I told you here, see, you have the hook, you have the bridge, you have the thesis statement. Then this thesis statement comes and is again repeated with supporting ideas, with information, with explanations in the body part, where here I will explain and provide details on my thesis statement, which is the main idea of my essay. In the body part. The body part can be one paragraph, or it could be 3 paragraphs, or 2 paragraphs, or 4 paragraphs. It depends on the topic and the number of words that are required from you in the writing task, or in the test, or in the exam, or in the TMA, or whatever. It depends. And it depends on the ideas, the topic. Sometimes you don't need to write more than 1 body paragraph. 1 is enough. But not 3 sentences, of course. You need more of that, maybe 5, 6, 7. Okay, what are you going to write in your body paragraphs? You will explain your thesis statement, the main idea, by supporting it. Each supporting paragraph, if you will have more than 1 body paragraph, each supporting paragraph should discuss one aspect of the topic. Let us think of another topic, like, for example, the cliche ones, the advantages and this. Advantages, because this is the title, advantages and the disadvantages of social media. Here I will have an introduction, paragraph 1, paragraph 1. Okay, will be an introduction where I will have a hook to catch the attention of the reader. Sentence 1, then sentence, or let me look at this. No, here. Okay. Sentence 1, then sentence 2 will be background in formation. Okay. And sentence 3 will be my thesis statement, which is main idea of the whole essay. Okay, then I move to paragraph 2. Okay. Body. If we are going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of social media, so probably I will have 2 paragraphs for the body. So paragraph 2 will be body paragraph 1, where I will, what do you think? What I will be writing here? If I have advantages and disadvantages of social media.
First, we list the advantages and then the disadvantages.
So this means, what's your name, dear?
Aqila.
Aqila. So this means, Aqila, that you are going to divide your body part into 2 paragraphs. Body 1 or paragraph 2 will be the advantages. Right, dear? And
Yes, doctor.
paragraph 3 will be body 2, which is the disadvantages. Okay, and then you will have paragraph 4, which is going to be for the conclusion. Okay, let us take them one by one. Body 1, the advantages. So probably I will have the topic sentence. The topic sentence will tell my reader that I will be speaking about the advantages. So I can write something like that. Can you think of something? Anyone, can you think of something? A topic sentence? An easy one.
The good side of social media.
But this is not a sentence. Where is the verb? This could be a perfect topic, a perfect title. But where is the sentence? SVO, remember. A very simple one, basic one. There are 3 main, and you have to write it, of course, like this. There are 3 main advantages for using social media nowadays. So this means, if this is my topic sentence, this is my topic sentence, which is sentence 1. This means that sentence 2 will be main 1 first advantage. Sentence 3 will be second advantage. Sentence 4 will be third advantage. Okay? What do you think? What do you think, guys? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The same will apply to the paragraph of disadvantages, but instead of listing the advantages here, we are going to say here disadvantages. There are three main, you can start it like this. However, there are three main disadvantages for using social media nowadays. Here, disadvantage, second disadvantage, and here is the fourth disadvantage. So I have
Excuse me,
body
ma'am.
one. Yes, dear.
I'm having a question.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Ma'am, if I have to write an example, so I will write after the first advantage, means the first example after the first sentence.
No, I didn't get your question. What's your name first, dear?
Hafsa.
Hafsa. Hafsa. Okay, Hafsa. Say it again, please, dear.
Ma'am, if I have to write an example for first advantage, I will write after the first sentence of first advantage.
If I got it right, Hafsa, you mean you want to write examples?
Yeah, after the advantages.
After the advantages,
Yeah.
you will write the disadvantages in a separate paragraph, just like the structure that I gave you. Like this. You wanted to write it in the same paragraph? Is this your question?
Yes.
So you don't want two body paragraphs, you want one body paragraph only?
No, my question is that if I have to write an examples for advantages, so I will write in the advantages paragraph now.
Yes, yes, yes. Here, these are 4 sentences. You can go to 8 sentences each. You can write here after the first advantage, you can provide examples. The more you
Yes.
provide examples, this is the more you are going to support. So I can have here, for example, okay, here also for example. But be careful, my dear students, Hafsa and the others. Just if you remember what I told Aqila about when she gave me a perfect title, I told her this is a title. So you can't just write the advantage is for example, one of the advantages, up-to-date information. You can't say that the first advantage is up-to-date information. Where is the sentence? I need here, when I say sentence, means I need a sentence, a full sentence, SVO, SVO. And even when you are going to write the example, you can't just write, for example, Instagram. This is not a sentence. See? This is not a sentence. For example, Instagram is so and so and so and so. Here is a sentence. I want to highlight this very, very clearly because these are the mistakes that students fall in. Miss, here I have 5, 6, 7, 8 full stops. Yes, but they are not all because you put a full stop, they are considered sentences. When you say, for example, Instagram, do you consider this a sentence? No. In Arabic, we can do this. In English, we can't do this. You got my point, dear students?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
The others, you all got my point?
Yes, clear.
Clear? Okay, I will try to share to put this format of an essay, okay, for you in our Teams page, okay, for you to have a look at it again and again and again, and to understand what we are talking about. Because خلاص, I won't be explaining this again. I will be building up. I will be building up. Okay, let me go to my PDFs. Then we move to the conclusion. We need to summarize the main point. What is the main point? We need to summarize the thesis statement. Common ways of doing this. You start by giving your opinion, for example. In the end, if we are talking about advantages and disadvantages of social media, so you can give your opinion in the end. After summarizing, you can say, I believe that, for example, we can't do without social media, but we need to be very careful while using it. This could be your opinion. You could give a recommendation. You could give a suggestion. You could give an answer to a problem, a solution. You can make a prediction for the future, or you can just summarize. You can just summarize. And if we go back here, summary, you say again that there are several advantages like so and so and so, and there were also, on the other hand, several disadvantages, so and so and so. So this means you summarized, you restated your thesis statement, and then you can say your final comment, your own point of view, your own suggestion. So here we can write in the conclusion, summarize, restate thesis statement, and final comment can include writer's opinion, suggestion, prediction, recommendation, solutions, etc. So again, you need here at least 3 sentences or 4 sentences. So for example, the summary will be sentences 1 and 2. Summarize, you're going to restate the thesis statement, sentence 3. Sentence 4 will be your final comment. Okay, clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Now we move to the different types of essays. Today, I will just focus on descriptive essays. We have descriptive, we have argument essays, we have for and against essay. Argument, for and against was just like advantages and disadvantages. People who are for or against, or you have here 2 points of view, good points and bad points. Argument is where you talk only about one point. For example, I believe social media should be banned. I am against social media. قولا واحدا. This is my argument. Or I encourage social media. Descriptive essay, just like the paragraph that I gave you at the very beginning, my favorite hobby, you are describing something. Let us start by the descriptive essay. What you need to know about descriptive writing. The main purpose of this essay is to inform the reader about objective facts, but it may present some of the writer's opinions on the topic, especially if I am talking about myself, my favorite hobby, my favorite subject, my favorite football player, my favorite football team that I am a fan of, my dream job, what do I want to do when I graduate. All of these are descriptive topics. You describe, you inform your reader. Sometimes it could be objective facts if you are talking about something that is objective, يعني موضوعي. For example, you are talking about, you are describing your friend, for example. Could be. You are describing a book. You are talking about any topic, any general one. And you can also add your opinions sometimes. This is a sample of a descriptive essay. I got it from your book, and this will be our sample, our model essay that we are going to focus on throughout until we move to the other kind of essays. If you look at the title, if you look at the question, the essay question, describe an annual festival in one or more countries. Give details of the origins of the festival and the way it is celebrated today. What is an annual festival? A festival that occurs every year. The example was written on Eid al-Fitr, since we are approaching Ramadan and most of Muslim and Arab countries celebrate Eid al-Fitr after Ramadan. So I am writing about Eid al-Fitr to a foreigner, to a non-Muslim friend, for example, who doesn't or she doesn't know anything about these or one of our precious festivals, or which is Eid al-Fitr. Okay, it happens every year. Yes, it happens every year. So here, number one, I chose the festival. I answered the first part, and it is telling me to describe. So I need here to tell my reader everything about the Eid al-Fitr. Origins, history, the way we celebrate it today. So I am describing everything related to this festival. Let us read together. But before we read, I want you to tell me how many paragraphs are there.
Four paragraphs.
What's your name, dear?
Maryam.
Maryam what?
Maryam Ali.
4 paragraphs, Maryam. Okay, we have an introduction. We have a paragraph about the origins. We have a paragraph about celebrating Eid al-Fitr today, and we have a conclusion. So 1 introduction and 1 conclusion. Maryam, what about these 2, origins and Eid al-Fitr? We call them what?
The body.
The body. Very good, Maryam. Thank you so much, dear. Another question. How many sentences are there in the 4 paragraphs? Not Maryam, someone else. By the way, I'm taking participation marks here.
2 sentences.
What's your name?
Amin.
Amin?
Ahmed.
Amin Ahmed? Okay, Amin Ahmed. How many you said?
2.
No. I mean sentences, Amin. Sentences in all the paragraphs, the whole essay. How will we know, Amin, what we are going to do? We are going to count the full stops. Let us count them together, Amin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first paragraph has 5. Keep it. What about the second one? 1, 2, 3. So 5 and 3, 8.
7, 8.
Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 and 4, 12. And the last one, 1 and 2. So we have
14.
total 14 sentences. Did we count the title, Eid al-Fitr? No, because this is not
No.
a sentence. Did we count the subtitle, introduction, or origins, or Eid al-Fitr, or conclusion? No, because these are subtitles. Let me ask you a third question. How many lines are there in the whole essay? Lines. We said we have 14 sentences.
11 lines.
Sorry?
11 lines.
11 lines? Did you
Yes.
Yeah,
count?
11.
Did you count the title and the subtitle?
No.
No.
No, you have to count them. These are part of the lines. So
16 total.
line 1, line 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and maybe and a half. We had 14 sentences, but maybe 15 to 16 lines. See the difference? See the difference? Can you see the difference, guys? Hello? Can you see the difference between the lines and the sentences? How we counted
Yes.
them? Okay, then let us read. Who would like to read the first paragraph, please?
Me?
Yes,
Can I?
sure. What's your name?
Maad.
Mu'adh. Go ahead, Mu'adh.
Can you make it Zoom? It's
You
small.
can zoom it, Mu'adh, I think. Okay, you don't have a copy of the book? Okay, go ahead then. Shoot.
Eid al-Fitr. Eid al-Fitr is celebrated in Muslim countries throughout the world. The name means breaking of fast. The festival takes place at the end of the holy month of Ramadan. During the holy month of Ramadan, Muslims fast from sunrise to sunset. Eid al-Fitr lasts 3 days.
Okay, thank you so much, Mu'adh. My dear students, do we have here a thesis statement? What do you think of this paragraph? Do we have a thesis statement here? Can you answer this question now before reading the rest of the paragraphs? No, you can't. Who would like to read the second paragraph?
Can I?
Yes, sure, dear. What's your name?
Hafsa Tariq.
Hafsa. Okay, Hafsa.
Origins. The first Eid was celebrated in 624 CE by Prophet peace be Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his friends and relatives.
Hafsa. Slowly,
Yes.
slowly. And dear,
Okay,
the
sorry.
first Eid was celebrated in 624. CE means what we call this after Hijri, okay? By Prophet Muhammad, not sallallahu alayhi wasallam. This is Arabic. Peace be upon him. You're reading English.
Okay, sorry, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
The first Eid was celebrated in 624 after Hijri by Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him and his friends and relatives. Some people believe it was to celebrate the Battle of Jang-e-Badr in a war between Mecca and Medina. Other people say it marks when the Holy Quran was revealed to Prophet peace be upon him.
Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, alayhi salatu wasalam. Thank you so much, dear. Who would like to read the third paragraph?
Can I?
Yes, dear, what's your name?
Hibba.
Hiba. Hiba what?
Hibba Tariq.
Go ahead, Hiba.
Eid al-Fitr today. Before the festival, Muslims decorate their houses and prepare special food on the day of the event. People get up early and dress in new clothes. They say special prayers in special place before going home for breakfast. They often give money and gifts to the children.
Very good. Thank you, dear. Who would like to read the final paragraph, the conclusion?
May I, Doctor?
What's your name?
Sayyid Ala.
Okay, Sayyid Ala, go ahead.
Conclusion. Eid al-Fitr is a very special festival. It is celebrated by Muslims all over the world in various ways that have changed over time.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys, is there a thesis statement in the introduction?
Yes, there is.
Which one?
Eid al-Fitr is celebrated in Muslim countries throughout the world.
So you mean the first sentence?
Yes.
But we said that the thesis statement has to be at the end of the introduction. And this means that the thesis statement should be explained in Origins and Eid al-Fitr today. This main idea. What is the main idea of the essay? The main idea or the thesis statement, we are going to get it from the question itself. What does the question say? Describe an annual festival in one or more countries. Give details of the origins of the festival and the way it is celebrated today. And this is what happened here. I have here details in origins, and I have details of the way it is celebrated today. So I need to write a thesis statement. This paragraph, the introduction, doesn't have a proper thesis statement. And as I told you, we get the thesis statement from the title, from the question itself. So I need to add here a final statement, a final sentence. What can we add here? I will open here. Put it here. Let me put it up so you can see. I want a thesis statement that will tell me that the coming paragraphs will be about the origins of the festival and the way it is celebrated today.
Eid al-Fitr is a religious festival celebrated by all Muslims.
Now you are repeating yourselves just as the first sentence, dear. Give me a key, give me a key, Hafsa, to, right? It's Hafsa's, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, give me a key to the ideas that I am going to read in the coming paragraphs. I want something to tell me this is your key, this is your roadmap, because like this, I am not sure what exactly the rest of the essay will be about. So I need to specify, I need to make it very clear to my reader.
History about Eid.
Again, where is the sentence? Be careful.
Is it during the holy month of Ramadan, Muslims from sunrise to sunset?
No.
Or
I want a new one, dear. I want a new one. I want a new one that will answer this question, or that will highlight this part of the question. Give details of the origins of the festival and the way it is celebrated today. Because this is what I have in the rest of the essay. I want here a key sentence to link my introduction with the body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. A simple one, the basic one, the cliche one. This essay speaks about the origins of Eid al-Fitr and how Muslims around the world celebrate it nowadays. Or instead of nowadays, we can, and how Muslims around the world currently celebrate it nowadays. I just changed my question to a sentence. This I consider my thesis statement, my key to the rest of the essay. So then I understand as a reader that the first paragraph, body paragraph, is all about the origins, the history, and the second body paragraph will be about Muslims nowadays. Okay? And then I have the conclusion. You got my point? You got my point? You can say this essay speaks about, discusses, deals with, explains, describes, whatever you want to say. Clear? You understand my point?
Yes.
Clear.
So here, I don't consider this the perfect essay because there is no thesis statement. Something else I want to tell you and to make sure about this, you are not supposed to write subtitles to your essays. So you don't have to tell me that this is the introduction. Already I know that this is the introduction. No need for the origins or Eid al-Fitr. Just you write the title, Eid al-Fitr. Remove introduction, remove origins, remove Eid al-Fitr today, remove the conclusion. And if you remember, we said we need to make here this kind of indentation. Indentation here. I need to go a little bit inside to signal the beginning of each and every paragraph, like this. Using the tab button. Clear? Is this clear?
Yes.
I want to make sure that it is clear. I want to make sure that this is clear. So again, in a nutshell, to finalize this part so that I can give you a little bit of a break and that we can come back again. A topic sentence. Don't forget that your paragraph should start with a topic sentence. That you should have supporting sentences in your paragraph to explain the topic sentence. And again, all of these are repeated in the introduction, in the body paragraphs, and in the conclusion. Don't forget to put taste to your essay by using linking words or phrases, combining information together. Giving reasons, justifications, examples. Like, for example, saying, for example, moreover, in addition, however, on the one hand, on the other hand. Or opinion words like I think, I believe, in my opinion. In conclusion, to summarize, to sum up, to start with, to end, to conclude. All of these linking words, opinion words, are like the sauces that you put into your burger sandwich, the one that gives taste to your burger sandwich. It is not right to start your sentence with also, or and, or so. We are now in EL 111. We have to use better words, like instead of also, moreover, furthermore, in addition. Instead of but, I will use however. Instead of whereas and while, I can use on the one hand, on the other hand, on the one side, on the other side. Instead of just such as, I can start my sentence with for example. And be careful again with the punctuation. For example should be followed by a sentence with SVO and then a full stop. In addition is like this, comma, SVO, full stop. However is also like this, comma, and then SVO means a whole sentence. I believe that, I will continue with SVO, a whole sentence, and so on. Okay, guys? SVO means I need a full sentence with a subject, a verb, and an object. Okay or not okay? Clear or not?
Okay.
Clear,
Or
clear.
not clear?
Clear.
Okay. Tower of writing, these are the steps you follow for writing a proper academic essay. Brainstorming, you need to, you can't just write like this. You need to read the title, you need to read the question, you need to start brainstorming the ideas, thinking of the ideas, writing them down as notes. Then you start organizing them. You say, this I will put in my introduction, this I will put in my first body paragraph, this I will put in my second body paragraph, I will end with this in my conclusion. Okay, ideas should be written in unity and cohesion. وحدة الموضوع ووحدة الأفكار. وحدة الموضوع, unity of your ideas. Cohesion, where you link your ideas together using proper grammar, proper punctuation, and so on. Then you read what you wrote, you edit, you proofread, you polish, you check your grammar, your spelling, your verbs, your punctuation, علامات الترقيم, the full stop, the commas, and then you come up with your final version for submission or for the reader. Again, when you revise, you need to look for unity. Does everything refer back to the main point? Does everything refer back to the thesis statement? Does everything explain the thesis statement in this essay? Does each paragraph contain a topic sentence, and this topic sentence goes back and explains the thesis statement? Does each sentence in each body paragraph refer back to the topic sentence and then refer to the thesis statement? Does each body paragraph contain at least 2 examples? Is each example followed by at least 1 supporting detail? I am explaining and giving examples, and I am explaining these examples. Coherence. Are all points connect to form a whole, وحدة, one, or they are just scattered ideas that are not related, they are not whole? Am I using the right transition words, like for example, first, second, third, or moreover, or in addition, or however, on the one side, on the other side, on the one hand, on the other hand, meanwhile, furthermore, and so on? Do these transitions or linking words help me to move from one idea to the next? I need to think of all of this when I write my essay. I need also to avoid plagiarism, copying and pasting. This is illegal. This is an academic offense. You're not going to go to jail but you are going to fail and get a 0 if you plagiarize, if you copy the work that is not yours. And sometimes we will have students coming and telling me, what do you mean that all my facts are wrong? Why you gave me an F in this essay? Why you gave me a 0? I copied everything straight off the internet. So the internet is wrong? No, the internet is wrong, but copying is not right. You have to be original. You have to write your own ideas. If you are going to use the ideas of other people, you have to say that. You have to mention, you have to cite, you have to refer, you have to put a list of references. And we don't want this. At your level, we don't want you to do this. So
Doctor,
all
we
the
can
sentences.
rephrase.
Sorry?
We can rephrase.
Yes. Rephrase,
Rewrite
no
the same
problem.
idea with
Summarize.
different words.
But not to copy word for word, because it will show. How will it show? Original. This is our plagiarism detector tool, our police. It will show us on LMS that, for example, Mariam copied this paragraph from this website, that Hafsa copied this sentence from this website, that Mu'adh copied this sentence from the other website, or that Heba and Sayyid Ala have similar essays. They copied from each other. Be careful. Be careful. So put this aside. We're not going to cheat. I am going to write original essays, my own work. I'm not going to depend on others. I'm not going to ask my colleagues to send me theirs. No. Even if I'm not going to score high, but in the first I will learn, and then I will avoid my mistakes, and I will do better in my second one, in my third one, and so on. I will learn. I will achieve something. If you copy word for word directly from a text, you are guilty of plagiarism. Paraphrasing the words from a text very closely, you just change one or two words. No, this can't work. Using text downloaded from the internet, copying from the notes of or essays of your fellow colleague or your fellow student. Be careful. Be careful. You need to practice. I don't expect you, and don't expect yourselves, that in the exam, after 2 or 3 weeks, you will come and you are going to write a perfect essay without practicing. So you need to practice. No marks for this. This is only for you. And I will take the trouble to read your essays. This is work, extra work for me, but I don't mind. I want my students to be better. So write a 3-paragraph descriptive essay on one of the following: a festival that is celebrated in your country, your best friend or your best teacher or your best celebrity, if you want to add your best subject, a book you have read and had a great influence on your life, an embarrassing situation that you will never forget. These are the topics that I want you to pick one and to write a 3-paragraph essay. Miss, I want to write a 4-paragraph essay. No problem. Follow the rules, follow the details that I provided you on a Word file, in a Word file, okay? Like this, write your name, write the title, and start giving me your essay. Where are you going to submit it? If you want. I'm not forcing anyone. If you want. Where? Attach it in our private chats. If we go to the private chats of Teams, like for example here, where is it? Here, for example, if I'm going to chat, I had here chats, for example, with Sayyid Ala. So Sayyid Ala will attach it Attach, upload from my computer, will attach the file, open, and then he will attach it. So I will see it here, and I will be able to give my feedback, and he will be able to see my feedback as a student, so that he knows what are his mistakes, what he needs to do to become better, and to avoid repeating the mistakes again, and so on. I encourage all of you to pick one topic and to submit this assignment for your best benefit. Yes, dear.
When do you want us to submit it?
You have until next week, next Tuesday.
Okay, doctor.
If you can do it and submit it by tonight, by tomorrow, good. I will, the moment I will see it, I will just correct it if I have the time. I'll send you the feedback. First draft, we can make it a better one. Second draft, until we are satisfied with your final draft. I want you to practice. Okay, I encourage all of you to do this. But again, it's up to you.
Ma'am?
Yes, dear.
Ma'am, if we want to put quotes in the essay, is it okay?
Quotes.
Yes.
Okay. You need Hafsa to be very well aware of how to put the quotes and how to cite and refer to these quotes. At your level, don't bother yourself doing this. I know that you are good students. I have here very, you have a higher level, but don't do this. Let us just make it simple as we can. Let us follow the steps and the rules. Maybe later we can look at this. Okay?
Okay, thanks, ma'am.
You can use the quotes of, for example, you are talking about your best friend, and your best friend has this kind of a phrase or sentence that she always say. So you want to say, my friend Hiba always says so and so and so. Turn it to reported speech. Not her exact words, turn it to reported speech. You know what is reported speech? Hiba told me that she will never, or she would never forget me, although she left Bahrain, for example. Instead of saying Hiba said, Colin, I will never leave you, Hafsa. I will never forget you, Hafsa. Direct speech and reported speech. So report her words. Clear, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let us take a break for 10 minutes and we will come back for the grammar. Or we can come back for more writing. It seems that we will leave the grammar for next time again. It seems that we're going to leave the grammar for next time again. Okay. The grammar, which is okay. Next week, inshallah, we are going to continue the grammar of this book, of the theme 1, and probably we are going to start theme 2. Because we don't want to miss more. Okay, guys, let us go for a break then and come back 4:40. 4:40. Yalla, let's go. Okay, I am back. 1 minute more. Let us wait 1 minute more then. Okay, we have only 20 minutes, so let us start. Open your books, please. Page, what is the page number? 27, the writing part. Question number 1, reviewing vocabulary. You can do this on your own. I will go to B and C. Let me just maximize. Okay. Building vocabulary and knowledge. Complete the text below. Use a word from the vocabulary box. Here is the vocabulary box, this one. Okay. Make any necessary changes. The origins of fasting. Fasting is going without food. Every major religion has asked its followers to fast, but the goes back to primitive societies. What are we going to write here? Choose. Come on, guys, where are you?
We are here.
Okay, I'm asking you a question then.
What
is the question? It is in front of you.
Religion.
We are supposed to complete the paragraph
Religion.
from the box, huh?
Religion.
No, not religion.
But the origin?
No. Where is origin? There is no origin here. Choose from the box, the yellow box in front of you.
The practice.
Yes, the practice. I'm not sure will I be able to write it here. No, I won't be able to write it here. Undo and cancel. So it is the word practice. Practice. This one. This one. The noun, not the verb, the noun. But the practice goes back to primitive societies. Fasting rituals have appeared in all societies. Fasting has two main purposes. Firstly, it before an important event.
It happened.
It happens. You need to add here the S for the singular of the present simple. Because if you go back to the question, what does it say? Make any necessary changes. And usually changes apply on the verbs. So if it is a plural verb, you don't put an S. But if it is a singular one, you need to put an S. So it happens.
Happened.
Before an important event. For example, in some cultures, a child must fast before the coming of age ritual. In other cultures, fasting before a hunt or in a war. Fasting before a hunt.
Tradition.
In other countries, fasting. No, I need here a verb. Again, you will say happen. Happens. Fasting happens before a hunt or in a war. Or in a war. Here I need a noun.
Or a battle.
Or a battle in a war. Okay? Secondly, it is often connected with cleaning of the body. Cleaning of the body. Religious. Religious cleaning of the body. A person is closer to God after fasting. There are two well-known periods of fasting. The Islamic tradition of fasting is still practiced the Muslim world. Throughout the Muslim world, the Christian tradition of fasting during a period called Lent has died out. Largely died out. Largely died out. Okay, the text above is very simple because it contains lots of very simple sentences. We can add extra information. Remember, extra information, how to add extra information at the beginning or the end of many sentences. Where can you add each of the following pieces of information? See the example 6 in the text above. For example, here, fasting is going without food for a period of time. So I added here extra information for a period of time, number 6. Every major religion has asked its followers to fast. Where can we add others here? Let us start by taking the easiest ones. According to anthropologists are the people who study, scientists who study humanity or societies, people, the human being himself. According to anthropologists,
fasting rituals have appeared in all societies.
So it is going to be here. Okay, good, 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 very good. Number 1, we can put number 1 here. I don't know why I can't write or it's not interactive, this one. What about according to many religions?
There are 2 well-known periods of fasting. Or not?
No, according to many religions, I will put it here. A person is closer to God after fasting. I will put it here. Ancient and modern. I will leave it for you to think about it. I will leave it for you to think about it, and maybe next time you can provide me with the answers, because I just don't want to provide you with the answers. Guys, I have 35 students in this class, and only 3 or 4 are participating, and the rest I don't know where are they. You have to work more. You have to work more. This won't work like this. Okay, again, reviewing vocabulary. This is the one that you will need to do. Complete each verb to make a phrase about festivals. So celebrate an event. Preparations, probably it is make preparations. What about the others? Hands. D, hands.
Make preparations.
Yeah, we said make preparations. What about number 3? What about number 4? Relatives. If you remember here in the text, where is the text? They said that something about okay, no, it's not mentioned. Dye their hands, for example, like put henna in. See relatives, visit the graves of ancestors, parade through the streets, say prayers,
Give.
give thanks to God,
Put on.
put on special clothes,
Cook.
cook special food. Okay. This we already did, and I already gave you the same picture in the writing. The vocabulary boxes are very important. Okay, the vocabulary boxes are very important. Let us move to this one, time prepositions. Time prepositions. Using time prepositions in, on, at. In, on, at. And there is also an Arabic song that explains in, on, at in a very funny way. Write it if you know Arabic, write it on YouTube. In, on, at. This شهور ساعات أيام حاجة كده يعني something like that. You will find this funny video of in, on, at. Anyways, these are the most common time prepositions that tell us the time. But again, there are certain rules, or not actually rules. They are used for with special nouns. So, for example, in is used for months. It is also used for seasons. So you say in July, in September, in August, in the summer. It is used for anything which is more than one day, like in the weekend, in a month, in a year, in 1992, for example, in 2022. On is used for days and dates. Days, like Monday, on Tuesday. Dates, like on the 19th of April. On the 22nd of February. This is a date, tarikh. At, for parts of a day. At 6:30, at night, at noon. Okay? At 4 o'clock, but you say in the morning, in the afternoon. How come, miss? There is no rule? No, as I told you, and I will keep repeating. English is the language of exceptions. So many exceptions. You have a rule, but again, you have things that will break down this rule. So you say in the morning, we don't say at the morning, but we say at night. At the weekend, and sometimes we can say on the weekend. This is American English, and there is also in the weekend, which means during the weekend, during this period. If we go to page 173 and 174, you will have here more in the grammar reference. Here. More examples. More than a day in the Middle Ages, in 1607, in July, in the first week. So it is years, months, weeks, and periods in history. On for dates, tawarikh, days of the week, and particular days, like on National Day, Bahrain's National Day, on New Year's Day, on the day of the event, on Eid al-Fitr Day, at for times and periods of the day. Times like 6:30, 4:30, 5, 7, whatever, at sunrise or at 9. And again, be careful with the exceptions of these rules. And how we know, miss? You need to study them by heart. You need to study them by heart. There is no other way out. And by practice, you will know the difference by practice. Let us do here the exercise together. What will I write here? In, on, at.
In.
2.
At.
3.
In.
Okay.
April.
April.
In April
April on
and
June.
in June.
In.
On.
On it.
On Eid.
On.
It.
Yes.
In.
Many years.
On. On.
On.
On.
On.
On.
10.
On مثلا.
At.
At.
At night.
At night. At morning.
So in morning.
On morning.
And
At night.
at night.
At night.
Answers. Close, please. Why number 4 is wrong in April and in June? Okay. What is this? In many years. What is the question saying?
Ma'am, sometimes the book shows wrong, but it's correct.
How come? Between, this is between, but it's not showing that they need between April and June. It's not on Eid. In Eid, I think. It's in Eid. Many years, during many years. Let us make it like this to check. In morning and night.
Victor, number 4 may be from April.
From April to June?
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's check. Again, they're wrong.
Yeah, it's from
April
Okay.
to June.
And 5 at Eid.
At.
What are we going to put here? From morning to night as well.
And that. In the morning.
Many years. For many years.
Yes.
In 8 they said wrong. Let us check the answers. Okay, so this is the wrong one. On, we said no, it's not on.
At Eid, I think.
During Eid. I think during Eid.
No,
During
at
Eid.
Eid, I think.
At Eid? Okay, at Eid. This is really very strange. At Eid, At Eid, okay, as because this is a holiday that has, for example, 3 days. It's not just on Eid day. Because if it is on, we have to have on Eid day. Sorry for this. I had the fire alarm at home. I don't know why. And people were screaming. Okay, I'm back again. Where were we? Okay. Why did I reset it? Let me go back. Because here it is not mentioning, this is different from this one. Okay. This is different from this one. The other ones, these are the other ones. So let us do this for next time. You can do it. So in 1890 at 4 p.m. in April, from April to June, in Eid or at Eid, in 5 days, in many years, 10th of March, on 10th of March, on the National Day, and so on. We can review this again next time. I'll just put it as a note. I need to explain it more, this one, the prepositions of time. So probably next week, inshallah, we will be doing only grammar. Okay, we will be focusing on grammar mainly. Yes, we'll be focusing on grammar mainly, and by this we will end the theme. So we'll be focusing on grammar mainly. Okay. We are still not done with these grammar points, plus the ones in the writing. Do you have any questions before we leave? This is the ones that I want you to review. The vocabulary is all yours. You have the word list at the end of the book. It is all yours. You need to do it on your own, to study the vocabulary on your own. And then I want you to answer these questions, because I don't have time to do everything. So I just give you the questions that are important for you to check. And come back to me if you have any problems with any of these questions. Self-study, again, I want you to go back and to review the present simple, the past simple, the structure of a paragraph, because now we are with the essay. And I want you to do the assignment if you want, for your own good, for practice. So again, my dear students, I want to be very clear. Just give me 2 more minutes. I want to be very clear. I can't cover everything with you during class. So the things that I won't cover, I will write it for you in the homework part. So this means that you need to go and do it. For example, the vocabulary items, they are here. Plus, if you want to look at the back of the book in the word list. Okay? Here, when I ask you to answer, these we didn't do together, so you have to do them on your own. I wrote for you the number of the pages, and I wrote for you the number of the questions. So question B, question E here. Pages 24 to 25, this was the reading that I asked you to do. Self-study, this is part also of your own self-study. You need to go back and think of the present simple, the past simple, to study and review these lessons. And then you need to do the writing as an assignment. Here you have the word list. So this is the vocabulary of the unit or theme 1. Okay, do you have any questions before we say goodbye? Do you want to ask about anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I will just need to take your attendance, please. Download the attendance list. Don't leave until I tell you to leave, because like this it will show in my list that this student left earlier. Why? 3 students left now. So please be very careful with this. Thank you so much.